Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane, and I'm as surprised as you are that I'm actually starting on time today. Today we're back for the Coltrane Tuesdays. This is the show featuring the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. The way the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game works is that I take song requests and I play them whether or not I know them. If the requested song is one that I do know or that I've played before, I will then try to remember how to play it and play it here in front of you. If I kind of sort of know the song, like I've heard it before but I've never played it, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of you. If I do not recognize the name of the requested song, I will have to make up a song, a brand new song, right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, so now is a great time to get in your requests for that. That's not what we're starting with today, because today we are starting with a song by Elizabeth Gillen, which I'm very excited about. And we're going to see how this goes. As always, I'm grateful for folks who are able to leave a like on the video, or hit the subscribe button, or get that little bell icon so you get notifications whenever I go online, which is pretty much Tuesdays at 12:30 in the afternoon, so we can do the Coltrane Tuesdays show together. Elizabeth Gillen is what I started to talk about. So yes, as part of the local covers series that I do here on the program, I'm always looking for other performers that I know and appreciate their music and respect. And Elizabeth happened to agree to perform at an event that I helped coordinate up at Beltsville State Park several weeks ago. And I was thinking, oh, hey, I should definitely learn one of Elizabeth's songs for this week's show. This is a song from her most recent EP. This came out just not very long ago, very recently. And it is, in fact, the title track from Elizabeth's EP. The EP is called Fairy, so this song, therefore, is called Fairy. And she does lots of really cool stuff with the production for all the tracks, but this one in particular sort of stands out as a bit of a departure for her musically, and she's commented about that online as well. I was trying to think of how to evoke the feeling and the sense of that particular song, and I decided that the way that I was going to do that was not the way that Elizabeth did it in the studio, but in fact would involve the electric guitar. So we will see how this goes. This is not my primary instrument. I generally play acoustic guitar, but we're going to see how this goes, and it's been okay. As happens pretty much every week, pretty much every week it would be great if I had spent more time rehearsing ahead of time. But I think this will be okay. But as they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So we will see how this goes. All right. I believe that is a sufficient amount of stalling. We're now going to get Fairy by Elizabeth Gillen. find the best view of them all. I saw the light at the end, thought I'd feel better then. Took me by the hand, took me by the hand, the other you hid. Knew I was gone the second you did. Told me this is where the real fun begins, so I let it in. You need a ferry when your life is bearing down on you. You know where to go to do the trick. You know it's magic if you ever had it. Thinking to yourself and a bottle on the shelf. Not one to pass up a game. You had me running, I played and I played. I saw the gold at the end, thought I'd feel better then. Feel it on your skin, know what you did. See it in your eyes, attention is split. I could have been your fairy, grant every wish if you wanted it. You need a fairy, beautiful and daring. Oh, you never know what you do until it's done. Making you crazy, sleeping like a baby, thinking to yourself things are going pretty well. Find another way, I'm moving up. See me flying up. Find another way, get another one. Somewhere in the world there is a butterfly that you want. You need a fairy when your life is bearing down on you. You know where to go to do the trick. You know it's magic if you ever had it. Keep it to yourself in a bottle on the shelf. You need a fairy, beautiful and daring. Oh, you never know what to do until it's done. Making you crazy, sleeping like a baby, thinking to yourself things are going pretty well. There you go. There were some flubs in there, and I do apologize for that. But there you go. That is my attempt at Fairy by Elizabeth Gillen. Let me put the guitar down here. Really cool song. Very, very cool song, and the darkness of it was something that definitely appealed. Hey, Elizabeth is watching. Hi, Elizabeth. So yes, I flubbed lyrics and flubbed some chords a little bit, but yes. So I was one of the cool things about it is just sort of trying to figure out how to capture some of the feeling of the song from the original. One of the things that struck me actually is it reminds me a little bit of Polly by Nirvana, which I guess. I don't think that was a conscious influence, but I think Elizabeth and I are probably in a similar age cohort. That might have been a song that that Elizabeth has heard at some point in the past, and it might have been a bit of an unconscious influence. I think it's also interesting from the perspective of being a male singer singing a song about being a fairy, which has some additional other connotations that might not have been intended in the original, but I still think is really, really interesting and a really nicely done song. So thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for getting a chance to check out at least a little bit of that. And yeah, so go definitely check out more of the things that Elizabeth is doing. You go to elizabethgillen.com, ELIZABETH, Gillen, GILLEN.com. There's a link in the description below, as well as links to Facebook and Instagram and the YouTube and Bandcamp, I believe. I put that in there as well. Elizabeth is playing all over the place frequently, often in places a little bit north of the Lehigh Valley. This coming coming weekend, Elizabeth is going to be performing at Sango Kura, a sake Sango Kura, a sake brewery in Delaware Water Gap. That show starts at 5 p.m. this Saturday up in Delaware Water Gap at Sango Kura. Also, coming up on December 4th, just a couple weeks away, Saturday, December 4th, starting at 6 p.m., Elizabeth will be performing at the Renegade Winery. That's the one on Main Street in Stroudsburg. So definitely check those out. Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth. I'm very glad you enjoyed the performance and got to check it out. So yeah, go just follow Elizabeth Gillen on all of the socials and check out all of the cool things that she is doing, and go see her perform in person sometime. Now it is time for us to do the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. And in case people missed the top of the show, I'll give a brief refresh as to how that works. I have to play songs that you request, whether or not I know them. The song that's requested is the one that I have to play, sort of. So if you request a song that I happen to know, I will then do my best to remember how to play it, and I will play it here in front of you. If the song that's requested is one that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard a bunch of other people play it, or I've heard Elizabeth Gillen play it before, and then I will attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of you. If the requested song is not one that I recognize, I don't recognize the title at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game works. If anyone is watching live, you can make a request of what instrument I have to use, be it the electric guitar or harmonica, or I think, yeah, my kazoo is within arm's reach here. I'll stall for just a moment in case there is anyone who's live online, such as Elizabeth, might want to put in a song request. It is also okay if I don't get a live request, because in advance, whenever I do a show in person, I have a little jar out so people can put in their requests, and then I will draw them out of the bag here live on the show. I'm going to say we're probably not getting a live request. 30 more seconds, and then I will go ahead and pull it out of here. Okay. All right. The requested song today. Oh, interesting. So last week I pulled a request out from Dave Dahl from the Beautiful Distortion, and this week I happened to pull out a request from Karen Jones, also from the Beautiful Distortion. She requested Crash Into Me. Crash Into Me. Karen Jones requested Crash Into Me. That is, of course, a Dave Matthews song. Interesting. I think this is one that I did many years ago learn how to play, but I didn't really play it in front of anybody else because the lyrics struck me as really creepy. So, go for the bag. What's in the bag? Thank you, Rex. I appreciate it. All right. Well, conveniently for Rex's request, that is in fact what I did. I pulled one out of the bag. So let's see. I vaguely remember it was a lot of open chords. If I can get kind of the bass line together. So that's it. That's weird. Okay, so that's a C sharp, that's an A, that's a B, that's an E, then it goes to G sharp, huh. It's probably a deal where those bottom two strings are open the whole time, but I need to figure out where this, oh, that one might work. Because those are both the same note, so that'll work. Right. Oh, that is a good one. So Elizabeth was also Elizabeth was blanking on recommendations earlier, but now we should add one for later. Feel Good Incorporated. That is a good. That's the Gorilla song, if I remember correctly. All right, so we're invested in this one now, but yes, we'll have to work on that special request for Feel Good Incorporated. If I can manage to only hit those two strings, we'll be okay. All right, so you go crash into me. Really, I'm gonna have to actually say that next lyric, aren't I? I come into so that's probably about as good as that part is going to get. So the bits that I remember about the lyrics is something. There's a lot of like BDSM stuff, and there's a lot of like creepy, like I'm watching you through the window, fantasizing about having sex with you. Right. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. All right. I think I'm gonna say the first lines are something like, "You've got your ball, you've got your chain tied to me, tied up again." Maybe that's the second verse. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm gonna start with. And then I'm gonna have to just improvise lyrics from there in the vein of what I remember about the song. So, Karen. You're welcome. Here's how this is gonna go. Come into you. Come into you. I don't really know what your name is. I just see you from across the way. I think it's fun to have this fantasy, even though I don't know you at all. I'm nothing, it's just fine. I can have this in my mind. I'm just gonna make up all these things about what we do. we're going to leave it there because it's not getting any better from there. Man, I am going to have to actually look up how the chords are fingered for that. And then probably never play that song out. But you never know. There may be a Stuff the Band do-over when that does get it trotted out once more, because yeah, it sounds really cool, and the lyrics are questionable. So there you go. Thanks very much to Karen for that request for Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews Band. Thanks very much to that. Thanks very much to everyone who's watching, especially Elizabeth Gillen, because I'm very, very grateful that she was able to hear my attempt at her song Fairy. Go check out the Fairy EP. It is available. Oh, and she can explain this better than I can, but there's also a special custom direct-to-vinyl recording event that's happening soon. Follow her on all the social media and find out how you can order your copy to be part of that event, and definitely go see her at Sango Kura this Saturday, and also at Renegade Winery on Main Street in Stroudsburg on December the 4th. And then next week, I will be right back here in this particular space, here in my attic stairwell, for yet another episode of the Coltrane Tuesdays show. Again, we will play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. I have a special request that a friend of the show had asked for a couple weeks ago, so that's going to be coming up. So all of those things will be happening. And of course, I'm grateful to you for watching, whether you're watching this live or watching the replay. I'm grateful if you're able to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, so that you can see whenever I'm online, as well as indicate to our algorithmic overlords that this is the kind of content you'd like to see more of. And until you see me right back here in this particular space, my name is Mike. I am Not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I will see you here next time.